Lying will ruin your life. Lying will ruin your goddamn life.
Opportunity to be back into the spotlight. You know what I mean? And that's what you have with Floyd. So, you know, I think Floyd has to make a decision.
Floyd Mayweather, it's a bad situation for Floyd because the last thing Floyd wants in his life is more legal problems.
That's true.
He doesn't want that. But what I wonder is, with so many smooth transactions that Floyd has been a part of, jewelry-wise, in the last 4 or 5 years, longer than that actually, what went wrong in this particular transaction?
It's so fun.
Kevin Hart roasted Floyd Mayweather over his bogus $42 million property claim, saying, "Lying will ruin your life." Hart mocked Floyd's obsession with money and said his lies are catching up with him. He added that Floyd's need to flaunt wealth has already destroyed his credibility and personal reputation.
Cancel Christmas. It's over for you. You hear me? It's over for you. Oh boy. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail.
Kevin Hart didn't waste time sugarcoating his opinion when news broke about Floyd Mayweather's latest financial claims. Known for his sharp wit, Hart addressed Floyd's outlandish property claims head-on. He made it clear that what's happening with Mayweather is no longer just wild, it's delusional.
I want to talk about it. What the is going on, man? What the is going on?
Kevin and Floyd share history. Kevin once sat across from Mayweather in an interview, asking why everything with him circles back to money. Floyd didn't hesitate. He explained how he came from nothing, raised in a hustling, broken household. The streets shaped his mindset. Money wasn't just success, it was survival. That answer gave the world a glimpse into why Floyd flaunts his wealth like armor.
What's up? Talk to me.
Floyd Money Mayweather, baby. How you doing, man?
Man, you know how it is. Same old program.
Ask me to send my case.
It better be money.
You damn right it is. Here,
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if there's money in there, I need it.
White hand, take this so Floyd don't take it from me. Nah, if you want to do that, if you want to do the white hand, that's on you.
Well, white hand gonna feel his black hand.
Yeah, well, look like white hand. Put your rope over there on the book.
That you went through to get you to the place to where now it's about the money and you celebrate the money.
It was a long journey.
A long journey.
I come from a fighting family. 7 of us in a 1-bedroom in Jersey.
Goddamn.
Dad, was a hustler. A former fighter, hustler. My mom had it, extremely hard, but, kept believing, kept working hard, and we made it happen.
Why do you think you were the one?
From day one, I knew.
Floyd Mayweather's public persona has always been wrapped in cash. He flashes his bank balances like trophies and stacks of bills like achievements. From private jets to diamond-encrusted watches, he lives to flex. Social media is flooded with his luxurious purchases. To him, showing money equals showing power. But the more he flaunts, the more people wonder whether the show is all that's left.
The Money Man is getting ready. A Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. He had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. Well, yeah. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had girl collection Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot. But even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off apartment.
Mayweather prided himself on doing business solo. No managers, no advisors, just him calling the shots. In the boxing world, that's rare. Most athletes trust professionals. Floyd took pride in outsmarting the system, but handling everything himself also meant he took the blame when things went wrong. That independence, once seen as brilliance, now seems like recklessness. Without anyone checking the numbers, Mayweather's empire was built on a shaky foundation that's finally starting to crack.
Oh, right, he's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's, can't remember his name now. So he's got a man an elderly fella that's always with him. And but he does, everything goes through him, everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training-wise, man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row and I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, what's sting coming at my ass?
Floyd's refusal to let others manage his money led to lawsuits like the one from a jeweler who claimed Floyd walked out with expensive pieces and never paid. There was no negotiation, no promise of future settlement. Mayweather allegedly just said he forgot.
All right, so a Miami jeweler that goes by the name of Leonard Suleymanov is like, give me my money. Give me my money. So he is hitting Floyd Mayweather with a huge lawsuit. Y'all, we're talking about a cool $4 million for some luxurious watches and diamonds that Floyd supposedly forgot to pay for. Y'all know he forget to cash checks. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? He might have forgot to pay for it for real. So even, y'all tell me if I'm saying.
That kind of arrogance points to a man who thinks the rules don't apply. These aren't just rumors, they're legal filings.
He likes his jewelers, he's got his jewelers that he likes, but also if he sees a piece he likes, he's going to buy it.
It's almost as if he fights to support his jewelry buying habit.
It's pretty true. I mean, look at the way that we've seen this. What happened in Miami this week, though, was not the case. I mean, it's not like he went in there and made somebody rich. As a matter of fact, it ended up with the cops being called. We are being told that he walked into a place called the Diamond Club Fine Jewelry Shop in Miami and was looking at stuff, and when the jeweler busted out a very expensive stone, an argument ensued between Floyd and the jeweler. Now, it's unclear exactly what they were arguing about, but intensely and so quickly that the cops were called to the jewelry store, and Floyd ended up leaving without buying anything, left. So he wasn't there to speak with cops when cops arrived, but what usually results in financial, an explosion resulted in the cops being called. This is a bad situation for everybody involved, don't you guys think?
Yes, bad situation for the jeweler because they didn't get their windfall of money from Floyd Mayweather. It's a bad situation for Floyd because the last thing Floyd wants in his life is more legal problems.
That's true.
He doesn't want that. But what I wonder is, with so many smooth transactions that Floyd has been a part of jewelry-wise in the last 4 or 5 years, longer than that actually, what went wrong in this particular transaction?
It's so funny. Babcock, you can attest to this too. We've been calling everybody connected to this. Floyd's camp ain't saying any.
Journalists trying to confirm Floyd's massive real estate deals ran into a wall of contradictions. One representative confirmed the deals, but wouldn't go on record.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple.
I'm not 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably 62
think
buildings.
About it. If he has that, some of the buildings they might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
Floyd keeps spending like a king, but whispers of bankruptcy won't go away. Joe Rogan recently mocked him for continuing to do exhibition fights, saying, "It's clearly about the money." Rogan noted that someone with true wealth doesn't keep scrambling for quick paydays. Floyd's obsession with maintaining an image now looks more like survival mode than celebration.
Money. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
he's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
Think they give them to him?
Yeah.
No one can deny Floyd's talent in the ring, but his constant self-praise has alienated even his fans. He compares himself to legends and boasts that no one in boxing history has achieved what he has. The confidence might have been inspiring once, but now it just feels like noise.
Well, I think I'm separated now. I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era and this is my era, had tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis that guy?
From the early days, Mayweather knew boxing wasn't forever. He built brands, launched promotions, and signed deals. But the way he chased money raised eyebrows. He left debts unpaid, inflated earnings, and made shady claims. His business game was more smoke than substance.
Boxer in history with a 50-0 record and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's top-ranked boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up. So Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on your...
When Floyd fought Logan Paul, it wasn't about legacy, it was about cash. Analysts noted that Mayweather wasn't elevating boxing, he was cashing in on celebrity hype. Even Oscar De La Hoya, once a rival, couldn't resist mocking Floyd. He said these exhibition fights were embarrassing and urged Mayweather to stop. Coming from a fellow legend, that criticism hit hard. Oscar sees what the public sees. Floyd's chasing relevance, not greatness. The man who once defined boxing now risks being remembered as the guy who wouldn't let go, even when it became pitiful.
But to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. You know, we have gotten great.
Years after fighting Conor McGregor, Floyd still hints at a rematch, not because fans want it, but because his bank account does. He sees it as one last mega cash-in. It's not about proving anything, it's about surviving. The desperation is loud. When your legacy is already sealed, coming back over and over again just to secure a bag makes you look more broke than brave.
Okay, Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. Floyd, I'm rooting for you. Come on, let's turn it around.
Years after fighting Conor McGregor, Floyd still hints at a rematch. Not because fans want it, but because his bank account does. He sees it as one last mega cash-in. It's not about proving anything. It's about surviving. The desperation is loud. When your legacy is already sealed, coming back over and over again just to secure a bag makes you look more broke than brave.
What would be the value in seeing it a second time? The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability. And what would it be? Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged and, you know, he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it, but even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding a certain level of momentum.
It was crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100?
Snoop Dogg once asked Floyd how he got so rich. Floyd gave the usual answer: hard work, hustle, smart choices. But now that his fortune seems to be shrinking, he's clinging to that rich man image harder than ever. Even with hundreds of millions earned, Mayweather's finances are under fire. From IRS tax liens to unpaid debts and suspicious purchases, his wealth isn't as solid as it looks. People are questioning whether he's broke behind all the gloss. The fact that he keeps selling appearances and fights shows something deeper, a man who can't afford to stop earning because his spending never slowed down.
Got the news. The beef between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather is heating up again. 50 Cent posted a video calling out Floyd's claim of spending $400 million on NYC apartments, saying there's no proof of the purchase. The long-running feud continues, with 50 Cent suggesting Floyd's real estate empire may be a fancy fantasy. Floyd has remained silent, but the drama shows no signs of ending.
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans.
Interview 15. 50 Cent has long claimed that Floyd's wealth is mostly fake. And now, others are starting to agree. Reporters have tried verifying Floyd's real estate portfolio and found nothing that matches the claims. Through all the lawsuits, tax issues, and doubts, Floyd continues spending like a billionaire. Exotic cars, private jets, shopping sprees. His lifestyle hasn't changed. But the math doesn't add up. Either he's hiding more debt than we know, or he's in complete denial. What's clear is that the show must go on, even if the stage is collapsing.
Now, this comes amid, rumors of Floyd Mayweather being stuck in Dubai because he owes people money. And, these are coming from trustworthy sources, Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather, people who know about Floyd Mayweather's inner life. But back to TMZ. So they reported Floyd Mayweather was courtside for last night's pivotal Clippers versus Mavericks game. But before money got to the arena, he was handing it out, blessing 3 homeless men with $30K. Now, there are no pictures. There is no video of this happening, but there is an official TMZ article, and TMZ usually gets it right. TMZ also said, we're told Mayweather began talking to the guys and decided he wanted to help. So he busted out his backpack and blessed each guy with 10 racks. Anyways, he says, just got off the phone with my guy in Dubai. He told me that Floyd Mayweather is definitely being held by the government court system there as he owes a substantial amount of money in Dubai. They take indebtedness over there very seriously, was told the debt is unassociated with boxing. Floyd's desperately trying to work things out to no avail so far. So at Gervonta Davis is correct that Floyd's being held there. And Floyd Mayweather has made no public statements regarding this. These are his last 2 Instagram posts. So 6 days ago, he was still in Dubai, and that's the same day they said he was at a basketball game, which, you know, it still doesn't make any sense. And then this post as well, this was just 4 hours ago. He reposted this. This is his second time posting this. He posted this a few days ago.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.